Morocco will be a challenge because they are such an organised team with a lot of good players that play European top flight football. So that'll be. But your first game is Haiti, yeah? Is it?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Haiti was the first game for Scotland. Is that?
Yes, that is Haiti. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say. Well, if you win that and then you can manage to get maybe a draw out, you could qualify.
Yeah.
As to the Scottish word that I listened on a TikTok, that begins with S.
Oh, yeah, scoosh. Yeah, everybody heard the World Cup draw on TalkSport focused on England. This is how the Scots heard the World Cup. Listen to this.
It's the World Cup draw! Now just remember, there's no easy games in world football!
Scotland.
Here we go! Let's stay calm!
Haiti.
Oh, I think we might win that!
Morocco.
Oh, that is a skoosh!
Brazil.
Oh, nay bother! Right, this is what we'll do! We'll deep fry your couscous! We'll deep fry your griot! We'll deep fry your Feijoada! You come up against Scotland, you're getting barred!
People on TikTok are so good.
Scoosh, is it? Scoosh.
Piece of cake.
That's very funny.
You'll get battered. Brilliant. Listen, we're buzzing to be going there, and I actually think having a glamour tie like Brazil is what dreams are made of, really, and the guys will be loving that as well. Steve Clark had this. Bring it on.
Yeah, good draw for us. Didn't want any European teams, wanted teams from different continents. That's what the World Cup's all about. That's what we've got, 3 different teams from 3 different continents, and yeah, we'll look forward to it.
And it does evoke memories of France 98. The fact you've been paired with Brazil, again, came very close to getting a positive result against them all those years ago. So can you go one better maybe this time round?
Yeah, we've got both of them, Brazil and Morocco were both in the group. So chance for revenge on both teams, and hopefully we can take it.
Steve Clark over the moon as ever. Settle down, Steve. Aye, it's good.
It's Scotland.
The Brazilians are devastated.
Take the Tarns back.
Laughing his head off. Brazilians are devastated.
It's like he's resigned to it. Oh man, Brazil, Morocco and Scotland, 4th place in Group C. Charlie, how you feeling? You okay?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure in 1998 Brazil and Morocco was a group.
Is that right? Yes, that's right. Yeah,
Pretty sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Brazil, Morocco and Norway was a group. So what's the chances of that?
Are you confident? We'll get back to that in a second.
Brazilians are.
Here we go, another ball coming out.
And I think we can talk about what a toughie that is for Scotland. I don't think Brazil or Morocco will be particularly look forward to playing them as well. And you look at Brazil, and their issues really are in midfield and in the front half of the pitch. Carlo Ancelotti, in his latter years, is not the most aggressive attacking manager. So I think we're looking at maybe quite a low-scoring game actually between Brazil and Scotland, which is something they can do as well.
It's going to be great and interesting because of the fan base. I think it's going to be sensational. Again, that's going to be New York, New Jersey. What a city to put that game in there. That is going to be a party. Unlike Grella, I've seen the foundation blocks that Morocco have been building as a footballing nation. They've got a great mix of experience and youth, and they've got some fantastic youth even still coming through. Morocco are not going to be a team that comes to this World Cup looking and being like deers in the headlights. They know what they achieved and made that last semi-final. They're going to want to achieve as good as that or even better. They are going to be ambitious as a nation, and they do have the talent and they've got the experience. And I don't look at this as, we're just being high on Morocco for the sake of it. They've been very consistent when it comes to being one of the best teams to come from the continent of Africa. That's going to be great. But for me, I've got to give out a shout out to Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland, Brazil in Miami.
Scotland and Brazil, yes. I might reach out to some of my Scottish friends and even wear a kilt. But no, I love Scottish fans. Scottish fans are going to be the life and soul of the party everywhere they go.
What do you think of Scotland in this group, Troy? How do you think they'll be doing?
They've got to be aiming for 3rd, right? Brazil, Morocco, for everything that we've just said.
Maybe not. We'll see.
They have to be aiming for 3rd.
Yeah.
They have to be looking at the game against Haiti, no disrespect, as a must-win. But Haiti will be doing the same against Scotland as well, thinking maybe we could just get through this process. I think in this group, Brazil and Morocco are top 2, and that's nailed on. That's more of a traditional group that we're used to seeing. But for Haiti and Scotland, the stories of those guys actually being there is fantastic anyway. And
I think also for Scotland, when you look at Scottish fans, they're happy to be here. They're happy to be in the World Cup. It doesn't mean they don't want them to compete. And I think sometimes when you get into this situation, you can be too over-tactical, a bit too negative.
see Scotland, they'll love it. There's nothing better than our nation come together. Forget Celtic and Rangers. United clans. Braveheart, Nick Batman. Here we go. Alongside Brazil and Morocco, it is exactly the same since 1998. Can you believe the chances of Scotland back up against Brazil on the world stage? Added to that, we will be playing on the East Coast, the likes of Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Miami, Atlanta. I'm going to bring you in and look at that. Scotland, Morocco and Brazil.
Of course, for us is the same spirit. Is one of the more difficult game. We play against Brazil. Is every time the tough game. Is one of the best team of the world in the history, and now is a good player and one of the best coach of the world. I love Carlo because for me he's an example, and I think is a bad game for us, but maybe bad game for Brazil.
There was that possibility of getting one of the European playoff teams. You know, you could have had an Italy, you could have had Ukraine again, you could have had Poland. So I think Scotland got lucky with Haiti. They need to make the most of that luck.
If we go to the pot two team next, Morocco, I think everybody's admired the way they have improved as a nation over the last few years. I mean, the stats before we came in, I was getting rhymed off. You know, they qualified with a perfect record, 24 points out of 24. I don't think they've lost the game for nearly 2 years. I think they've won almost every game for the last 18 months. As I said, there's a lot of players there that you know. They got to the semi-final last time around. They're a team ranked number 11 in the world who will fancy their chances of progressing deep into this tournament.
Very much so. The first ever African team to reach a semi-final 4 years ago. You mentioned, you know, Ashraf Hakimi, a star with PSG when they won the Champions League in May. Hamza Egaman. Egaman against John Suter at a World Cup final. So they have quality right through the ranks. They are full of confidence. They've got a lot of experience. You know, the core of the side from 2022 is still there. They will believe that they can go deep into this tournament as well, and it will be an awkward game for Scotland.
I'm thinking back to 1998. Do you think the Scotland players will dye their hair bleach blonde again?
Well, listen, as I showed you earlier on, I was in the loft last night digging out the newspaper from, I think, June the 24th, 1998. The coverage of that 3-0 defeat to Morocco, Jim Leighton lying back in the back of the net. Craig Burley with a dyed hair had been sent off by then. A miserable end to Scotland's World Cup in 98 in France. We now have the opportunity to avenge that against Morocco in 2026. The middle game, you know, you would like to hope by that stage Scotland will have 3 points on the board, and you would think 4 points would certainly be enough to take you into the knockouts.
The final game will be against Brazil. It felt like fate. You're watching the draw and there were so many teams coming out that couldn't go into Group C, and then lo and behold, Scotland.
Timon, moi m'ap suiv bagay yo de près. M'ap suiv bagay yo de près. Automatiquement, moi Haïti tombé. An gade nou. Brésil. Maroc. Écosse. Mwen kakavoy. Nou kon yon ti musikwasyon nak pase nan tèt mwen. Mwen so kwen kriye nan. Mwen so tèt mwen chaje tèt mwen go nek. Mwen ka soti m soulaje si yo te lage m non lot ti poul ki pi bel.
Second